And good afternoon, Southeast Texas. Some better news for especially the Triangle. The risk for severe weather coming up tomorrow night has been reduced because of the lack of instability. There's good shear in the atmosphere, but without the instability, it's like taking the battery out of the toy, if you will. Still a 15 or slight risk of severe weather for Tyler, northern Jasper, Newton County. Looks like wind damage is going to be the main mode of severe weather if we see it at all. Winds turning southeast off the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of low clouds out there and even some fog starting to develop as a warm front eases on off towards the north. Nothing on radar yet, but we can't rule out a few sprinkles coming up, maybe some drizzle overnight as that front lifts through the area, and then a better chance of rain 24 hours from now as our main cold front pushes on in. The front by tomorrow morning should be up towards the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And look at what Futurecast has, just not real impressive as far as any storm activity. We'll still keep a pretty good coverage of showers and rain and some embedded thunderstorms in the forecast. A lot of low clouds, some sea fog trying to develop, and I think that's going to be the case coming up tonight, particularly for the Triangle. Current temperature 68 degrees, and in fact, those temperatures may actually go up towards morning, and we may be seeing temperatures into the lower 70s by about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning as that front pushes through. Otherwise, after the cold front tomorrow night, yeah, I know it's a lot of fronts coming through. We got a warm front tonight, then a cold front tomorrow afternoon and evening. That second front will bring us a beautiful stretch of weather from Sunday right on through Wednesday. A little upper air disturbance coming in on Thursday may bring us a chance of showers. And you see that fog starting to develop, the sea fog over towards Port Arthur. What is sea fog? There's several types of fog. The sea fog is because the waters out in the Gulf of Mexico have cooled, and we're seeing those winds come in and off of the South Gulf and overrunning that chilly water, very moist, warm flow just above the surface, and that is chilling it down to saturation. And so then you form the fog, and with those southeasterly winds transported on into coastal sections of southeast Texas. And Futurecast pretty bullish on lower visibilities, particularly into the Triangle coming up tomorrow morning. So watch that on your trip in the morning if you are coming back home. Temperatures currently into the low to mid 70s. A little cooler up into central Texas in the 50s and 60s, 50s into North Texas, 40s up into the Panhandle, but very mild in through South Texas with temperatures approaching 80 over towards Corpus and Victoria. As this warm front lifts to the north, that'll open the door to a very moist atmosphere, as if it's not moist enough. It will certainly be air conditioning weather coming up tomorrow. So we've got a southwesterly upper level flow. This is a subtropical jet stream transporting quite a bit of Pacific moisture ahead of the storm system that's into through California. And then we've got a southeasterly wind flow at the lower levels bringing in Gulf moisture. So we're getting it from both ends. And that just leads us to believe there's going to be plentiful cloud cover tonight. The warm front lifting on off towards the north. Temperatures actually rising towards morning into the lower 70s. A few sprinkles overnight. Warm and humid. 20% coverage during the first half of the day. And then tomorrow we'll amp it up to about a 60, maybe 70% coverage by tomorrow evening. All due to this very powerful upper level low pressure system. You're at 15,000 feet there. That will stay mainly north of our area, taking most of the dynamics and energy well north of the state. Otherwise, a very favorable pattern develops with the ridge of high pressure. That means a nice stretch of several days coming up next week. Then there's Thursday's disturbance moving on in. On the Gulf tomorrow, looking at choppy seas around 2 to 4 feet and a south wind at 15 to 20 knots in your coastal marine forecast. Cloudy, patchy fog, maybe some isolated showers, and very humid. Low temperatures into the mid to upper 60s, but that may occur late this evening, and then we'll rise back into the lower 70s by the morning, and a lot of us are going to be very close to 80 degrees tomorrow. So we'll go with about a 20% coverage for the first half of the day, at a 60, maybe 70% coverage of showers and a few embedded thunderstorms. It's going to be a windy day tomorrow, and your extended forecast after that front comes in Saturday, probably dropping a half an inch or less. Beautiful weather, several days of cool, dry weather. This is what I've been waiting for. As you can see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's 4 good days of sunny skies and chilly mornings, below normal temperatures expected. Then that next disturbance comes in on Thursday with about a 50% coverage of showers.
And we're still going to keep our eye on Saturday. It's good to know the risk is diminishing, but still we want to be on alert with that wind.
Sure, but I think it's going to be mainly north of our area.
Oh, that's great to hear. All right, Patrick, thanks so much. Coming up, we've got